Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. T. Corbett, what up? Covey, Florida, what's up, brother? Flint, what up? Tulsa. Who Rat, D. Hawk, T. Corbett. Roll the corn. Put the corn in the chat. H-Town, twin for the win. What up, brother? Demond, roll the corn. Houston. Chicago. Rashida Roselle, California. Atara. Coach Fred, Derek Dallas, what up? Roll the corn. No name, roll the corn. Nashville, Mississippi, roll the corn. Respect my kicks. We know the truth now. Lady Burton, what up? D Hawk, roll the corn. New Orleans in the building. Balbancha, roll the corn. Behavior man, roll the corn. Now today, bow my head to my people. I love y'all. I'm in love with you. Now today, right? I'm going to talk about where do they get Jerusalem ideology from, right? Where do they get Jerusalem ideology from? And where does that information started and come from, right? Where is the real places that had these names first, and the real name of the places that had these names first, right? This is very important to a lot of people because a lot of people want to know what's the origin stories on some of these stories that's been going around for thousands of years, right? So today I'm gonna cut into Jerusalem, and I'm gonna show you the research that go along with the name, the place, where it come from, how did it get to these other places, and all of that, right? So that's where we're gonna start in today. Put the corn in the chat. Put the corn in the chat. Roll the corn. Now, let's start up top in Iowa. Iowa. To this day, the Cherokee call the creator Yahweh, which does resemble Iowa, which would be short for Yehovah River, interesting to say the least. So Yahweh resembles Iowa, right? Roll the corn. Owa, a combination of the Tau cross and Iowa. The Paleo-Hebrew Tau is the symbol of the sun, also called the mark or cross. You see that? The Paleo-Hebrew Tau is the cross or the mark. So there was Indians, right, The sun god is referred to the creator by the name Ta'awa, combination of Tao and Awa. Awa is Yowah. Let's keep going. Yowah is an alternative spelling or perhaps a phonetic representation for Awa. The name is a U.S. state derived from Iowa. Yowah is Iowa. Yowah is Iowa. Let's keep going. Let's break that down. Baaksja, right, is the name of the Iowa native people used for themselves in their own language. Let's break that word down. Baaksja is really Ba Koji or Ba, right? Ba Koji. People of the great snow, they say. Let's go to Ba Koji and try to break that down. Ba is Hebrew for coming, right? Derived from the verb to come. But the letter bet as a prefix can be in, with, or by. So Ba is coming from an old language of bet, right? Ba, coming. Let's keep going. Ko, right? Ko is strength or power. Strength, might, right? Ko means does, so like this or here. But ko, Ba Ko is Hebrew. That's the original word for Iowa, right? Ba Koji. Roll the coin. Ba Koji. So let's go back. Ko-Ji. Ba Ko-Yi, I'm sorry. Ba Ko-Yi. So let's go look at that one more time. Make sure we got that right. Roll the coin. Ba Ko-Ji, right? So Ba Ko is really K-O-H. And Ba, so Ba Ko. So you got to get down into the words to try to break the word down. But I'm going to find some more stuff that go along with this because I got some old stuff I need to research that go along with Ba Ko. But we're going to keep going. I want to give y'all an idea of what I'm talking about. So, Yowah, the Hopi, right, had a saying of Yeva, Hopi, Anasazi descendants, Paleo-Hebrew, Ta'awa, Yava. Let's keep going. Hold on, let me find that receipt. It is Chi-Hoa. The Chickasaw Indians called the creator Chi-Hoa. Chi-Hoa, right? Chickasaws. So Chi is Shah, C-H-A-I in Hebrew, which means life. And then we all know Hawa is Hawa. It's not spelled like this, H-O-O-W. It's spelled like this. It's Hawa, Shah Hawa. Life, living one, right? Life, living one, life, Shah, Hawa, life, living one. That's Hebrew. The Chickasaw was saying that. Chickasaw. Shah, Hawa. Shah, Hawa. is the name of the first woman in the Bible. Right? Theory is also linked the sound to serpent. The serpent people. Saying this word that became Hebrew. Let's keep going. That's deep. That's deep. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Now, Chichen Itza, a Mayan city, right? Mayan account Chichen Itza. After 40 years of wandering, they finally reached Chichen Itza in the Popol Vuh of the Mayan text. The Popol Vuh is Mayan writings. Why are they talking about 40 years of wandering in the Popol Vuh, the Mayans' information in books and history? What other story got 40 years of wandering? Put it in the chat. The Bible, the Israelites. They ate manna, which is corn. The Ark of the Covenant had manna, but the manna fed the Israelites. Manna, lapun is white corn. We got tribes in America that's called manna, lapun, white corn. Israelites ate manna, the food from God, in the Bible. Interesting. Manna lapun is white corn. Ain't no way around it. When they speak about the Ark of the Covenant or what the Israelites ate, they talk about a white substance. Then when I break the word down, it means white corn. Interesting. Let's keep going. Chichen Itza. Wandered 40 years and went to Chichen Itza. Who was in Chichen Itza, people? Put in the chat who lived in Chichen Itza that we all know. Put it in the chat. Chichen Itza is the home city of what people? Put it in the chat. The Olmec. The Olmec. They got mounds, they got stones. Then later the Mayans lived there, but the Olmecs lived there. So who the fuck is y'all talking about? Wandered for 40 years in the Olmecs, pop up in Chichen Itza, going south. Where they come from? Up north to down past Mexico. Wandering till they got down there and built that city. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. The biblical usage of the expression is the exact content leaving Egypt, past, that is, after 40 years of wandering, as used by the Popol Vuh. Same story. This similarity of words and ideas are parallel between the diverse cultures such as the Maya and Israelite. It's no mere coincidence, people. The accepted academic theory that Catholic Jesuit priests during the conquest era and brought up the minds of the Maya neophytes with biblical stories, changing the stories around, making them some type of other story, right? Let's keep going. Shit deep now. How could the Jesuits have caused the entire Maya nation to change their language? Right? That's what they say. It is totally absurd to conserve such an idea. Therefore, abundantly clear and simple, the Mayans spoke an ancient Middle Eastern language that was very word testified to the fact, speaking of the same fucking events of it that's in the Bible. They didn't change your language. They act like your language came from where they come from. Ooh, this shit is cold-blooded, bro. They didn't change your Hebrew language. They just act like your language came from where they came from. But really that language come from here. The story come from here. Let's keep going. Let's get a little deeper. Just who was the Mayan hero that did the same thing Moses did? It was indeed Moses. Kukulkan was Moses. As we shall see in the following evidence, this is exactly the case. Mayan account, leader name, Kukulkan. Place name, Shakin Putan. Right? Chichen Itza. In this same region at a place called Chakin Putan, there lived for a space of 250 years a tribe called the Itza. The tribe come from the land of Bolimpo Utes, right? In a Catan 8 of the Mayan short count, 20-year period. A period of Mayan-speaking people began moving slowly northward across the peninsula. Part of these least were the Itza under the leader of Kukulkan, having been living in what is now southern Campeche for some 2.5 centuries. After 40 years of wandering, they finally reached Chichen Itza, where they established their capital. This is written in the Popol Vuh of the Mayans, wrote this themselves. After 40 years of wandering, they make it to Chichen Itza. Roll the coin. Chichen Itza got a massive Olmec mound right in the middle. Massive Olmec mound, just like the Mississippian mound, right in the middle of the town. This is where they found the Negro sculpture of the Olmec, El Negrito. This is where they found that at. They found the Olmec head there also. This is telling you who the people is they talking about in these biblical accounts. Let's keep going. Let me show y'all Chichen Itza real quick. Roll the coin. We're going to get a little deeper. Y'all stick with me. Stick with me. Chichen Itza has astronomical alignments. Olmecs were an earlier civilization who developed Mesopotamian concepts, including pyramids, building with certain earthen mounds, advanced calendars, and monumental art, including the cultures like the Maya, who later had those traditions at that site. Chichen Itza, Olmecs built earthen mounds like San Lorenzo, carved colossal heads. Chichen Itza showcases the later Maya interpretation and sophisticated stone construction, linking back to the Olmecs, especially in astronomical alignments. This is showing you that these so-called Ivri Paleo-Hebrew people built pyramids in America. Roll the coin. We are those great people on this land that they speak of. Let's keep going. Now look at this. Genesis 21:12 states that Abraham's descendants shall be called by the name of Itzah. That's just like Chichen Itza. It sounds exactly the same. Itzah, Itzah, Itzaka, Itzah, Chichen Itza, Itzah in the Bible, called by the name of Itzah, Isaac. Isaac, people. That's where you get this shit from. Isaac first appears in the Bible, the son of Abraham. Sarah, the father of Jacob and Esau, grandfather of 12 tribes. That's where you get this from. Roll the coin. That's where they get this biblical story from. Isaac. Go back here. Right? Let's go back here. Who is Isaac? Isaac, Israel and Jerusalem. Verse 16 has Israel in the house of Isaac. Kukulkan parted the sea and led the people 40 years in the wilderness, eating fucking corn. That's what they trying to say. This is an old story from America. You see it? Let's keep going. That's fire right there, though. That's fire. Chichen Itza, Itza, in the Bible, ain't no way them words supposed to be the same, people. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. Let's keep going. Hebrew meaning James Strong Hebrew lexicon. Watch this. Mayan Kukulkan. Hebrew. Nick Laka. Phonetic. Kuka Elkan. Meaning law-giving high priest. That's crazy. The biblical equivalent of Kukulkan clearly is Moses. There can be no other conclusion. Was Moses a high priest? Yes. He spoke face to face with Yahweh, Aaron, Moses' brother, with high priest to Moses? Yes. Under Yahweh's direction for help, Moses brought forth the Israelites out of Egypt after 400 years of slavery, first northeastern across the South Sea on foot into the Sinai Peninsula, then generally eastward into the wilderness of Paran. For 39 years of wandering, in the 40th year, Israel crossed the Jordan River westward into the portion of the promised land of Canaan. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. I'm giving y'all the backstory. Now, hold on, I had to block a hunter-gatherer. Hold on. My bad. I had to block a hunter-gatherer. Get your ass out of here. Now, it's something in this receipt I got to show y'all. The manuscript initially kept the lineage of the town in Guatemala, right? Let me see what I had something else about that. This stuff so little is crazy, right? Popol Vuh describes how the ancestors of Kushi traveled from a mystical location referred to as the seven cities, right? Balaam, Kwazi, Balaam, the jaguar priest. Balaam is in the Bible. I showed y'all that last week. The three tribes of Balaam, Kwazi, are the ancestors of the so-called ancient people. Balaam has a whole temple in Lower America of the jaguar priest. Quize. That's where you get Quatsin and all that from, right? Y'all screenshot that. It's very little. I can't read it good, but I want y'all to get that. Balaam, right? I talked about this the other day. Balaam caught sin. Balaam caught sin. But they call it Balaam Quasi right here. But that is the translation for Balaam caught sin. Right? Balaam caught sin. Caught sin is the Hebrew word for leader, ruler, chief. Right? Hebrew ruler, chief. Hold on, let me get these together. Hebrew ruler, chief. Katsin is Hebrew. Now let's go to Balaam. Now in the Bible, it got two A's. Balaam. Watch this. High priest. Hebrew Bible. He's a prophet. Right? Now, Balaam. In Mayan, watch this. Same meaning. Balaam means jaguar. Powerful, sacred, symbolizing strength. Often linked to deities and shamans. Ik Balaam, black jaguar, referring to priest. Called Balaam, same shit. Roll the coin. Hebrew chief. That's exactly what that means. Now, Balaam is in the Bible. Let's keep going. I just want to show y'all the same words is going on with this stuff, with the teaching. Same thing. Same thing. Balaam, right there. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Now they're talking about Shai is Hebrew for red stick. Shai is Hebrew. It does not mean tree, stick, or wood, but it got something to do with the red stick of the creeks. It's all connected some type of way, and I'm trying to figure all this out as I'm running around. But read this. Y'all screenshot and read this. It's so small I can't read it good. But the receipt's in there, right, of what I'm talking about. Y'all screenshot that one. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Now, the Mayan Moses and the Red Sea crossing. Has the reader ever wondered why or how the remote and famous Mesoamerican tribe that reached the high pinnacle of cultural success in the ancient American New World, the Maya, held within their own tribal history records, such as the Popol Vuh, the Annals of Cachiquals, right? And the Título de los Señores de Totonacapan, a clear and conscious record of the biblical Red Sea crossing, an historic and very miraculous, earth-changing event of deep antiquity that occurred on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean where the ancient homeland had been. The Mayan also claimed to have once come to Tulan, the fabled land from the other side of the sea, from the west. And after their arrival, they had been dwellers in the wondrous land called Shawum Tulan, the land of Tulan. Right? The Mayan history mythology, the sea of the fabled history is not on the Atlantic. They walked across the sea as we shall see. Let's keep going. This their story now. Balaam Quatsi, this is the priest, the chief, the jaguar chief, prophet, is recognized among Mayan scholars to be the same as Kukulkan. Their leader at the time, Balaam Quatsi, being a little given to several historic figures such as Joseph, which his coat of many colors, Pasam Ka Akal, who is also called Balaam Quatsi, literally meaning frontier lord. Shemitic languages such as Hebrew and Phoenician, same language. The leader, Kakokin, Balaam Quatsi. Let's keep going. Then we arrived at the shore of the sea. There all in the tribes and warriors were reunited at the shore of the sea. And when they looked upon it, their hearts were heavy. There was no way to cross it. And we spoke to them in this, right? Give me a 2 in the chat, 2 in the chat, 2 in the chat, 2 in the chat. And we spoke to them to this manner. Go you go first carefully. How can we cross in truth? We who are here. Thus we all said. Thus they said, have pity on us, O brother, who have come to gather here on the shore of the sea, unable to see other mountains and valleys. Right? If we remain here to sleep, we shall be conquered. And our grandfather said, we say to you, let us go to work, our brothers. We have not come to stay here humbled at the shore of the sea. Let us plunge into the sea immediately. Thus they said, and at once all of them were filled with joy. When we arrived to the gates of Toulon, we received the red stick, which was our staff, and became of that we were given the name, what? Kachiqua. Our son said, Gagavitz, and Zak Camp, right? Egyptian red military spears that had washed up on the shores after the crossing. Now, this is the same teaching of the Creek Indian, because the Creek Indian were called the Red Stick Creek Indians. Do y'all remember that, right? That's where they get this shit from. Ancient American culture, still talking about the Red Stick Creeks, way down the line of the Creek Muskogee Indian, right? They come from our culture. Let's keep going. Now, let's move along a little bit. Ohio found an inscribed stone in a burial mound 10 miles from Newark. The stone is inscribed side of the condensed version of the Ten Commandments, or Decalogue, in a peculiar form of post-square Hebrew letters. The robed and bearded figure on the front of it is identified as Moses in letters fanning over his head. This is it right here. So now these stories are starting to match the artifacts of the land, right? It's the story is so ancient to this land, it's starting to match the artifacts that they say are hoax. But these ain't no damn hoax. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. The people were called Aztecs, meaning whiteness, or place of Harans. Place of Harans, right? They were called the Mexicans in honor of the priest and Lord who guided them, whose name was Masi. The entire tribe took the name, just as the Romans took theirs from Romulus, the founder of Rome. The Aztecs now have another name, which they acquired after they took possession of the land, Tanaka, because of the Tanaktili, or the prickly pear cactus. So the Tanaka is a pear cactus that is only found in America. You see that? I taught y'all that. This is where the name come from. Tanakh, the book of Enoch. Enoch is a prickly pear cactus only found in America. Why is the Bible got hidden books of things only found in America. That pear cactus is only found in America, people. That's a fact. I already researched it. The Book of Enoch. The Lost Pillars of Enoch. Right? Enoch stands for right here, the pear fruit. The prickly pear cactus sprang from the rock in the place where they built that city. It since Tenoka means the owner of the prickly pear cactus. The prickly pear cactus. That's what I want y'all to understand. Prickly pear cactus Enoch. Watch this. Watch this. This what they talking about right here. Right there. Right there. See that? The prickly pear cactus, native to America. That's where Enoch gets his name from. Right? Common in the Southwest, known for the flat green, yellow flowers. Common in the Southwest, red fruit, tunas, edible, jams, juices. That's where they come from. Here you go right here. These people are named after tamari flowers and vegetables and fruits. I'm telling you. Let's keep going. That's where they come from. They built the city right where they found. That's why the pyramids are in Tenochtitlan, because that's the first time they found that city and started to build it, right? The Aztecs left 7 caves in order to reach the promised land. The promised land, people. It's right there. It's the pyramids of Teotihuacan. That's the promised land. Let's keep going. Now, Aztec, Harans, the place of Harans. Harans, white Harans were deeply significant to the Aztecs, giving their mystical homeland, Aztlan, its name, the place of the white Haran. Harans are praised in Egypt. Come on now. It's all going together. They try to teach you that these people were white, talking about whiteness. But they're talking about the white Haran. Receipts. Elite receipt gang. That's what they talking about. So when the Spanish come, they talking about the white god with the beard, the white man with the beard. They talking about the white Haran, you hunter-gatherers. Stop changing our fucking history. They would do anything to lie to us. Talking about a white man with a beard saving Mexico. No. They're talking about a white Haran. I'm so sick of y'all ass. Y'all some lying low down. Let's keep going. Now you get the word Moshe. To draw out of the water. Moses was pulled out of the water. You see it? Mashish, drawing out of the water. You get all these names from that. See that? Was Moses pulled out of the water? Let's go see. was pulled from the Nile, the river Nile, as an infant by the Pharaoh's daughter. Moses, Moshe, or Moshes in American culture means drawing out of the water. What does the word Mashisha mean in Aramaic language? Phoenicians generally spoke Mashika. The real word is Mashis, meaning Messiah. In Turkish, they say Messiah, Mashi. They got all that shit from here. Moshe or Moses. All their words come from here. All the way through Turkey, ain't fuck a Ottoman Empire. We talking way before it was built. Ancient Turkey using Hebrew terms. Because we went there way before Ottoman Empire ever was built. So take your ass on with this shit. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. The story of the Aztec Exodus, unmistakably like those of the Moses myth. The Aztecs were enslaved by a number of years by an evil king, right? Then a prophet named Moshe led them on the search of the promised land. Moshe is almost like the Hebrew Moshe, Moses. Then you get the Moshe Indians in Peru. Then you get the Muskogee, Muskegon, the ancestors of the Creek, the Hopi origin myths of Mesquite, where they once lived. All of this is our culture. This is where Muskogee Creek, Muskegon, Michigan, Mohica, Moshi, Moshika, all this shit come from Timeri. Everything got a history, bro. And y'all is not finna act like these no damn Native Americans and they hooked up with the Hebrew word. Muskogee Creek. They got a whole different language. It's Hebrew. That's their fucking language. Muskogee languages is different. That's Hebrew. Watch how these white tea people lie. Watch how they lie now. It's Muskogee Creek language, Hebrew. Watch this. No, people are Native American nations, not Hebrew. Y'all a goddamn lie. Muskogean language family, unrelated to you, a damn lie. That's why y'all lied to us, it. Talking about all these Native American brand new languages. The Muskogee Creek is hooked in with the Moshe Indians in Peru who built fucking pyramids. Aztecs who left Utah and went to damn Mexico and built all that shit. People who went to Chichen Itza long time ago, old mix, knew about the Moshe. Stop playing. All this stuff connected. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. Now, when I start looking around, I look at New Mexico, Los Lunas, Paleo-Hebrew, 10 Commandments, written in commandment rock, sitting in stone, Paleo-Hebrew in New Mexico. Now it all makes sense. Now it's starting to make sense. Now it's all starting to make sense. Right there. Hidden Mountain, New Mexico, fucking Paleo-Hebrew 10 Commandments. We created that shit for some type of moral conduct for hunter-gatherers. Then we got the Hebrew stone in the mountain in Ohio with Moses on the motherfucker. With Moshe on the motherfucker. Now it's all starting to make sense. Let's keep going. The Los Lunas inscription, right? 10 Commandments, carved into a flat face of large boulder resting on the side of hidden mountain. Written in ancient Hebrew script. There it is. The boulder is the same basalt as the cap of the mesa. Whoever put the mesa together got the same stone, wrote the 10 Commandments on it. We know the truth now. Let's keep going. Now let's go look at these Indians. The Moshika. Ancient Indians with the Moshi name. Melanated. Let's keep going. Melanated. And the real Aztec. Melanated. Toltec. Melanated. All the Moshika, Moshi tribes. Let's keep going. Then I get to looking at the old maps. Up there in Utah, we got the Antigua Residencia de la Azteca. Translated in English, ancient residents of the damn Aztecs who migrated to Mexico. This is where they once lived. This is the story of the goddamn lost in the wilderness, I guess. I don't know. But it's starting to make sense. It's all starting to make sense. You put the map with the you're coming all through New Mexico and all these other places. Roll the coin. What had happened was Bowser, have a good day. Block. What had happened was hunter-gatherers come down and get to fucking with us, and we move south like it always happened. All this other stuff get to going on. Stuff started going on wrong here. We had to get the fuck out of there. Just like everywhere, just like the book tells you. Let's keep going. The mysteries of migration. The remains of the Puebloan culture, the Anasazi, right? The history of indigenous people of the Southwest contains significant mysteries. One of them, the widespread withdrawal of the Puebloan people from large established pueblos in 1150 and 1450, is still being researched in the last century. Archaeologists in the southwestern United States and northern Mexico have discovered considerable evidence of the mysterious migration from Anasazi area to Mexico around 1150 AD. Steady moving that way. Something is happening, people. Let's keep going. Migration from the homeland. While the ancestral Puebloans left their essential homes in the 12th and 13th century is not clear, factors examined and discussed include global or regional climate change, prolonged periods of drought, right? It got real dry around that time. Topsoil erosion has something to do with farming, people, right? Hostility from new arriving people. Hostility from new arrivals, which is Native Americans. So time to move. It's a drought. We got hunter-gatherers coming around. It's time to move. Now, let's blow this bowl up. Let's blow this damn bowl up. Chaco Canyon. What is this right here? Circle with the dot. Circle, dot. What is that? I taught y'all what that is. These melanated people in Utah, Colorado. What is the circle with the dot in Hebrew? Please put it in the chat because I want y'all to learn this stuff. This is a yin. This is a yin. A yin is the sun, people. A yin is the sun. So therefore, you see the sun rays coming off a yin. We're not making this shit up. This is our fucking history. The eye of the sun. Why I got them rays around it, we know the truth now? Because it's the sun. Same symbol on the Mississippian, same symbol of the Mayan and Olmec. Same symbol of the goddamn Aztecs. This became Ra. This became Ra when it went across the water. Ra is a yin. We know the truth now. And if you think I'm lying, go look for Ra's circle with the dot symbol on the walls in Egypt. We know the truth now. Let's keep going. Migration stories describing tribal movements since their mythical emergence also abound in the narratives of many other cultures. Sometimes the main theme of such legends is conflict among tribes, such as that which broke out between the Tawa and the northern New Mexico and the Ute, Colorado. That's later on. Other stories tell how clans of particular tribes, such as the Uni and Tawa, were guided at several points by helpful spirits, the sacred landmarks which such spirits dwelt and shone on mythical and historical tribal maps of the Uni. Let's keep going. The Papuan wandering, right? May have wandered the desert like Moses and the Jews in the wilderness, searching for a new home when they called the certain place, right? Flight of the Anasazi. Fire. Thousands of years of cultural evolution, and they had relinquished their traditional lands, the homes and generations of their ancestors, effectively refugees, at least some groups, possibly entire village populations, may have wandered the desert like Moses. Let's keep going. Then you get Utah, Yehuda, Judah, Utah. Words are changing over time. Watch this. This is the beginning of the book of collection of authorities saying opinions and prophecies concerning the need to recover the holy city, Mount Zion, and the discovery of the conversion of the islands of the Indies of all people and nations, right? Ferdinand and Isabella, Spanish rulers. The manuscript, commonly known as El Libro, the Book of Prophecies, was compiled by Christopher Columbus himself in collaboration with Gaspar, right? A Carthusian monk of Italian origin who belonged to the monastery of Santa Maria de las Cuevas in Sevilla. Columbus knew exactly where the fuck he was coming. The prophecies concerning the need to recover the Holy Land. This priest and Columbus knew each other, right? They knew about what Holy Land are they talking about? That's what you must learn. Put it in the chat. What is the Holy Land they trying to recover? What is the Holy Land they trying to recover? Jerusalem. Hierosolyma, but it's really Harrow. We're going to break it down. They're trying to recover Jerusalem, right? The New Jerusalem. We got so many Jerusalems in America, but the last one built was monumental. That's the one they're speaking of. Let's keep going. Recover the holy city, right? What's the holy city? You must know this now. Now, look where he at. Ferdinand. Right? Columbus himself. Was compiled by Columbus himself. The Book of Prophecies. Compiled by Columbus himself in collaboration with Gaspar. Right? Gasper, all these people know about the Holy Land. Columbus know where he going. He didn't get lost on no damn island like no fucking Gilligan. He knew exactly what he was trying to do. The Holy Land is what? The Holy Land is a region central to Judaism, right? Jerusalem. Yes, it is. Jerusalem is the capital of the Holy Land, home of the Western Wall. This is what they're looking for. Let's keep going. This is exactly what they're looking for. Jerusalem, right? Let's go back. Jerusalem is called the navel of the world. Don't forget this now. Do not forget this. Jerusalem is called the navel of the world. Let's keep going. Cusco is called the navel of the world. Let's go back. Jerusalem is called the navel of the world. Cusco, Machu Picchu, is called the navel of the world. The main temple in Cusco had golden walls, golden threads woven into a thatched roof. In the temple courtyard was golden garden. Everything inside was made of gold, golden maize plants, golden clods of dirt, golden grass, life-size herds of 20 llamas and their shepherds. Also made of gold, all statues in the building. Gold corn statues in the buildings. Jerusalem called the navel of the world. Cusco is also called the navel of the world. Let's keep going. I got more connections. The word Inca refers to the people in the empire, but it's their capital, Cusco. That means navel or belly button. The vital center or navel of the world. The Inca considered Cusco the heart of their universe, a central point from which life in their empire, right, much like a navel connects to a body. The navel of the earth, the navel of the world. Let's keep going. And he knew that the Garden of Eden is the Holy of Holies and the dwelling of the Lord in Mount Sinai, the center of the desert, and Mount Zion, the center of the navel of the earth. That there were created as holy places facing each other. Why y'all still talking about the navel of the earth? Let's keep going. In the Bible, they come out the Bible now. Jerusalem is the center of the world. Set as the center of the nations. This is where the Jewish people get this from, people. The navel of the world, the center of the world. Ashkenazi Jews get that from our culture. Galileo, astronomers. The Sea of Galilee, Jesus walked on water. It was originally picked up by another astronomer, right? But his name is Galilee, but that city was built by our culture. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. But David did capture the fortress of Zion, which became David's city. King David. Let's keep going. And he knew that the Garden of Eden was in the navel of the earth. Cusco, navel of the world. Located in the Andes Mountains of the Peruvian Sierra. Cusco, the center of the Incan Empire. The archaeological site Machu Picchu, located very close to the city of Cusco, is the most often visited in South America. According to the Inca oral history, Tupac Inca remembered his father, Pachacuti, had called city of Cusco the Lion City. The Lion City? The Lion City. Okay. Y'all go put in the chat. You know where I'm going with this. Y'all know where I'm going. Y'all know where I'm going, right? Jerusalem is the capital city of the kingdom of Judah. The lion represents the tail, where the two rivers unite, which flow through it. That's why it's the city of the lion, the tribe of Judah. The lion comes from, the tail looks like the two rivers that meet at Cusco. Fire. 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 I know ain't nobody never broke this down like this. They don't understand. You must understand the history to break this shit down like this, or you can't gonna be able to do it. Right? You gotta know the Bible. You got to know the layout. You got to know what the people were saying. You got to know what was the words that were changed. You got to know a whole lot of knowledge to get to this point. Cusco, the Lion City. Right? Let's keep going. David, King David, who built the city, is from the tribe of Judah. It all go together. It all go together. Roll the coin. The lion is the symbol of the tribes culture outside synagogues over there. That's why you get the Lion of Judah. After our people took this knowledge over there a long time ago, and they used our symbolism for the tribes of another Jerusalem built over there, way after the first one was built. Because Cusco and Machu Picchu is older than a motherfucker. Jerusalem ain't nowhere near older than Cusco. Cusco carved out of straight limestone on the side of a mountain pyramid. This is new form of Judah right here. We're talking ancient Judah. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Jerusalem also retains the ancient glory of her relationship envisioned as the center of the earth, the unique of the sacred link between man and God. Jerusalem is said to consist of 7 hills. The Harvest House told you that. They know what it is. Tom Kelly, the Harvest House, 7 hills. 7 hills of Jerusalem. Roll the coin. The 7 hills of Jerusalem. Show y'all that again. The 7 hills of Jerusalem. You see it? Now, what is the 7 hills, people? What is the 7 hills? I told y'all all our culture is built in 7 hills of ancient holy cities. Why are the 7 hills, 7 mounds built in these cities? Then you start building 7 buildings. The Pleiades star system. The 7 sisters. You start with mounds and pyramids. Then you evolve to Tartarian-style buildings in the same star alignment of the spring. Right? That's where Easter come from. Right? The spring is time to sow a seed. So therefore, you align your mounds, pyramids, and ancient limestone buildings aligned with the seven sisters of the Pleiades, because that is springtime. The seven mounds of Rome, the seven mounds, the seven hills of Washington, D.C., the seven hills of Cincinnati, Ohio. It's all the same. The seven hills in Seattle, Washington. All our ancient culture is all over these places with the seven hills. Either they're going to be seven mounds, seven temples, or seven ancient Tartarian-style buildings. The bottom of Egypt got seven pyramids for the Pleiades. It's all the same. It's just different time frames. The seven cities of gold. That's what they're talking about. That's where they come from. You found them seven mounds. You found the seven cities of gold. That's what the Spanish was looking for, right? Washington, D.C. As I said, in Washington, D.C., Rico. It's more. It's way more than that. Way more. I just can't remember all of them. They're all over America, right? Let's keep going. This stuff's so little, I got to get into this, but Jerusalem consists of seven hills, right there. Now let's get deep. Jerusalem is called, this word here, Hebrew, in Hebrew, this is the of its much older name, recorded as early as the Middle Bronze Age. The Middle Bronze Age is when his name pops up on that side of the world. You must know this, people. During the Bronze Age, the Jerusalem name pops up in the Mediterranean Sea. Who is moving around in the Bronze Age to make their city named Jerusalem? Who is moving around? It's two different cultures coming from America. Put them in the chat. Phoenician is one of them. And they also called them, it's another name too. Phoenician and what else? The Cretan. The Phoenician. Ivri, exactly. Cretans, Phoenicians are our people who started the Bronze Age from Timeri to the Mediterranean Sea. The Cretans built Greece, Santorini, Knossos. The Mycenaeans are ancestors of the Cretans, or the descendants of the Cretans, who built Athens, North Greece. The Phoenicians built Tyre. And their bloodline went all down that coastline through Jerusalem, all of that, right? That's why you get buildings in Crete that look just like buildings in North Greece. That's why the Athens Pantheon looked like the Pantheon in Nashville, Tennessee. They built the same way, the same amount of columns, same feet, same height, everything. The Pantheon in Nashville is built exactly like the Pantheon in Athens, Greece. Same people. So now, Corinthian columns, yes, we invented bricks. I taught you that. Well, we invented bricks. The Pantheon with Corinthian columns, the word Corinthian come from some form of cornbread. The Corinthian people. I broke that down on another live also. The base word for that is cornbread. The cornbread people built the damn Corinthian columns. Corinthian comes from, right? It's K. I can't think of the name. I gotta go back and look it up. I can't think of the name right now. But when I go back and trace the word all the way back, it's some type of cornbread. Y'all might remember, I talked that about a couple weeks ago. I got so much stuff going on, right? So these temples come from a certain people. Let's keep going. Jerusalem name is commonly used in the Bible and the name used by most of the Western world, right? Adopted in biblical Greek as Hierosolyma. 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 Latin Hierosolyma or Jerusalem in Arabic. The name Shalom, where a town or a deity is derived from the same root of the word shalom, meaning peace. Meaning peace, the city of peace. You just talked about Adobe brick, a body of peace. You just talked, Corinthos. I'm tripping. I can't even remember it. And I broke this shit down. It's just so much information, right? But the abode of peace, that means the brick, the buildings of peace. There you go right there. Hierosolyma. Hierosolyma. Lima. Roll the corn. The true meaning of the name, the temple Per of Haru. Per in Hebrew is house. The house. Per in Egyptian is house. I'm tripping. The house. Per Haru became Peru. Hieroglyphic that gives this name Haru. That's where they come from. Having spent the bulk of the last 2 decades discovering truth, I was greatly rewarded and received recognition from scholars. None existed me more than having the opportunity to shake the hands of the great Horace Butler who wrote that book, right? Per in Egyptian is house, right? Per, P-R in Egyptian. Watch this. Where they get that from? Per in Egypt. Oh, shoot. Hold on. A floor plan, a walled building with an open doorway. Per represents house or temple or palace in Egypt. Per Haru. Per Haru, the house of Haru. Per connected to the physical and divine in Egyptian society. So Per Haru is the temple of Haru. Hierosolyma. You get it? Haru, Kenti Peru. This Egyptian now. Harua, Kentua, Peru. Haru, Kentua, Perhu. Haru Kintu Mina. Horus, master of the bandit. The two Horus gods, master of temples. Harua Kintua Peru. Come on now. Masters of the temples, the two Horus gods. Now, what I got from that was very deep, right? This is where you got to know the layout. Now, Cusco and Machu Picchu are right by each other. You got the Temple of the Sun and the Temple of the Condor, right? And the Temple of the Three Windows, right? Now, I'm thinking the Temple of Cusco and the Temple of Machu Picchu are the two Horus guys, the masters of these temples. I know that means bed. That's Hebrew for bed. They can stop. House. And then Peru is some type of building structure, a tower, right? Some type of tower. A semicircular tower-like structure in Cusco. It's stuff deep, man. The son of astronomical observation, but this just some stuff I just be researching. I'm still be working on, but I want to give y'all the idea of what I'm looking at, right? The most prominent tower-like structure is called curved wall of finely carved stone with the Temple of the Sun used by the Incas to track the sun. It's called the Taurian Temple of the Sun, right? And then the Inca Tower, the Cusco Tower is called the Sakyahuaman. So, I don't know if Egypt is talking about these cities, Cusco and Machu Picchu, in the glyphs, but we're going to get to the bottom of this shit. Right? Haru Kintua Peru, masters of temples, that's fire. The master of temple, Horus, the master of temples. Haru Kintua Peru. You got to look into that because the wording is there. It's right there. You got to look into it. Here go the rest of it. Right? Haru Kintua Hu, Horus, transverse of hundreds of thousands of years. That's fire. The blue-eyed Horus, Haru, RT, Haru Katu. Horus is the fire god, Horus the child with the finger in his mouth. It's all type of stuff, bro. That might not even be the real translation of this, but I just want to show y'all Haru and Peru on the same teaching. Like these people knew about Peru. You can't say they didn't know about Peru. It's in the wording. Right? Can't do that. Can't separate that. Haru, Shamusa, a group of mythical beings of the last divine king of Egypt, with whom later was identified blacksmiths of Idu as the being who assisted in the embalming of the burial of Osiris. Now, Jerusalem got thick stone walls for defense built and rebuilt by King Solomon. Then you go down there to Cusco, and the walls look like this. And the walls look like this. Thick walls of stone. Let's go back. The stone walls for defense. Over 20 feet thick. That served as strong barriers, even through later prophecies also spoke. 20 feet thick. Now let's go see. Let's go see. Because I don't see them type of thick walls in Jerusalem, bro. I don't see it. I searched the Jerusalem all through it. I don't see no walls, no 20 feet thick of stone, right? That's the play I told you what a tower was right there. Sacsayhuaman Fortress with the tower, which overlooks Cusco. Features enormous stones with some dimensions, potentially exceeding 20 feet. Exceeding 20 feet. Uniform wall thickness of 20 feet throughout the whole thing in South America. This is Jerusalem, people. And the Inca didn't build it. This shit older than the Inca. Right? I just showed you. Now look. Thick walls of defense, 20 feet thick. Only place in the world got walls like that is right here. In Cusco, Machu Picchu. Massive blocks. Roll the corn. Precision fit. Interlocking method. The sheer scale of engineering skill used to move and place these stones without modern technology continue to puzzle experts and visitors to this day. Much of the original fortress was dismantled by the Spanish for use in building colonial Cusco, meaning only the incredible foundation stone remained in many places. Let's go look at some pictures of that before I ride out. Fire. Look at this. Look at this, people. 125-ton stone, perfectly placed at that tower. And when I keep looking at these damn stones, something ain't right with this right here, because I see something right there, but I ain't gonna even say nothing. It looked like a damn lion head. Look at the ears. Look at the eye. Look at the little snout nose right there. Is this the tribe of Judah stone right on the fucking wall? You see what a hunter-gatherer standing at. You see where you see? Y'all be acting like, okay, I ain't gonna act like I ain't gonna do that today. I ain't gonna reach. But I want y'all to look at that. I ain't gonna do no reaching. I'm just gonna let y'all look at it and tell me what y'all see. Damn tribe of Judah right on the damn wall. Roll the corn, man. Now I gotta go get some hoodies. I gotta go get the hoodies to take to the manufacturer because it's time for me to get some more hoodies done. I got the Truth logo done in 3D now. So I'm coming with the new one. It's gonna be white with different color backgrounds. So I'm redoing the logo to look better. You always gotta do better, right? So I gotta go make a run. But I love y'all. I'm in love with you. Appreciate everybody still buying the hoodies. If you want to buy the hoodie, hop in the DM and let's get it together. Appreciate everybody donating. Right? Y'all made this a lovely that's why I try to keep teaching so hard, because y'all looking out for me, and appreciate y'all buying them hoodies, man. That's the Cash App right there. We know the truth now with the red logo on the Cash App. The hoodie's $50. $50. $50. Just a lot of studying, a lot of learning, a lot of looking into all this stuff, but it's well worth it. Because now, when I put this out to y'all, y'all look at this stuff and y'all teach this stuff, and y'all might learn more than me, you know. But it got to point the people in the right direction. So, that's why this is so important. So, our history is very, very important. The moment we think our history is not important, we're going to lose, y'all. That's how we lost for so long. We didn't find our real history. So this is very, very, very important. And that's why I go so hard at this every day. Y'all subscribe to my YouTube. We know the truth now. If you missed the lives, you can go back on my YouTube and watch them every day. Appreciate the cash out. If you want a hoodie, come to my DM. Shoot me a DM. What size, what fashion you want. Right? I got this redone, and I got the We Know the Truth now done in 3D also. Right? This one done in 3D also. Right here. So I got this one coming with the regular logo, 3D. And I got the Roll the Corn coming, but that one, it won't take it, but I'm gonna have to redo the whole logo. But the Roll the Corn is coming. Y'all just stick with me. Love y'all, I'm in love with you, man. Y'all have a great, prosperous, virtuous day. Subscribe to the YouTube. Hit me up for the hoodies. That's what I'm finna go get on now. And appreciate the cash out. Love y'all, I'm in love with you, man. Y'all have a great day. Roll the Corn, Galil at the gun. We know the truth now.